Are you tired of rush hour traffic? Are you tired of looking for parking? Are you tired of the traffic stops scattered throughout Riftdale in which people in black suits and red ties conduct invasive searches of your car, all while telling you that you had better not be hiding anything? We mean it. Secrets are unsafe. You wouldn't want to be considered unsafe, would you? Well, then you're in luck. Coming soon is Riftdale's first ever underground public transportation system. The funds generated from which all go to a local needy yet powerful organization. Support a looming corporate entity with the Riftdale City Subway System. Coming soon.
These are tales from Riftdale. The subway system, the newest addition to our city. It was announced earlier this week when we all woke up from a collective daze that we couldn't explain. Most Riftdale citizens were actually already gathered in front of the construction site. The construction site, which looks suspiciously like a pile of smoldering rubble. Of course, this is how most public gatherings are held in Riftdale, citizens inexplicably already assembled, unsure why they are there, unsure how they are there, unsure when they are there. After all, it's like the old adage says, seeing is believing. Asterisk, some restrictions may apply, but back to the topic at hand. Shortly after everyone woke from their daze, a man in a black suit and red tie thanked everyone at the construction site for coming out to the unveiling of our city's latest public welfare project. When some citizens asked why they all felt dazed and confused, the suited man responded, "You likely just feel dazed from how exciting the news is. Don't think about it too much." To which the crowd let out a collective, To which the man responded, "No, really. Stop thinking about it." Eventually, the crowd dispersed, seemingly excited for the coming subway system. Well, the crowd mostly dispersed, save for 5 citizens left staring at the construction site. That's what I want to talk about today. Riftdale locals have taken to calling them the Blind Watchers. They stare at the construction site of the coming subway stairwell with their glowing eyes. Their left eye emanating a vibrant green, their right a piercing yellow. They've been dubbed the Blind Watchers because they don't seem to notice anything else. No matter what blocks their view of the construction site, their gaze never wavers, and they also never move. The people in black suits and red ties have been desperately trying to move the Blind Watchers. They started by attempting to push and pull them, only to find that they are completely immobile. One of the people in black suits and red ties even got a hernia from pulling so hard. They then tried pulling the Blind Watchers using their vans. They didn't budge. And the bumper of one of the vans was cartoonishly torn off. and then uncartoonishly hit a small child in the face. He was rushed to the hospital. They then tried firing a bullet at one of the blind watchers. The bullet ricocheted off the blind watcher and towards another nearby small child. Thankfully, the bullet missed her. Unthankfully, the bullet didn't miss her mother's kneecap. She was rushed to the hospital. This progression of events continued for the next few hours, until they were forced to stop due to the Riftdale Community Hospital being completely full. The people in black suits and red ties have now taken to trying to elicit any sort of reaction from the statuesque blind watchers, trying to communicate, to draw their gaze, and, out of desperation, to make them laugh. In fact, it looks like one of them is trying that last one as we speak. I have an audio feed on one of the nearby street cameras. Have a listen.
Yo mama is so stupid, she took a ruler to bed to see how long she slept. Test 371A has returned inconclusive results. Moving on to test 371B.
So, whoever the people in black suits and red ties are, they don't seem to control the blind watchers. Perhaps the blind watchers are friendly? After all, it's like the old adage says, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Asterisk, or they could just be an even worse enemy. Asterisk, asterisk, but I don't have many friends, so I'm really just kind of desperate right now. Oh, listeners, it looks like I have a caller waiting. As you all know, when I'm trying to piece together these mysteries, I find it helpful to turn to all of you, my ever-vigilant reporters in the field. Your experiences are invaluable to my investigations. So, I go now to our first caller. Please don't be a prank, please don't be a prank, please don't be a prank. Caller 1, you are on the air.
Hello?
Yes, hello, Caller 1. What information do you have to report? Perhaps something you may have noticed about these blind watchers.
Clairvoyance. I can't believe I'm really talking to you.
Ugh, my name is Clairvoyant. Oh, wait, no, you got it right. Wait a minute, what do you mean by you can't believe you're talking to me?
Oh, well, I'm just such a big fan. I just really admire your work.
Now you listen here, this show is important in tracking the goings-on of... Wait, no, that was a compliment. Sorry, force of habit. Thank you? Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
My name's Lucy, and you're welcome. You're a bit of an inspiration to me. I was actually calling to ask you for advice.
Advice? On what?
How do you do it?
Do what?
This broadcast. How do you muster the courage to stand up for what's right, when it could cost you everything?
Well, because the only thing worse than being fearful of everything that's going on is being ignorant to everything that's going on. Thousands of lives are at stake, and they don't even know it. But I know it, and I intend to make them know it. They deserve to know it.
But why? Why risk your life?
Because someone has to. Someone has to let whoever, or whatever, is out there doing these horrible things to our city know that we won't just turn a blind eye. Someone has to stand up to them. And when I have my doubts, I just think to myself, if you don't, then who will? Hello? Lucy, are you still there?
Yes, I'm sorry. You've just given me a lot to think about.
What do you mean? You aren't in any danger, are you?
I have to go. I've already talked too long and I know they're listening. I promise I won't erase much.
Erase? What do you mean by that, and what is that noise? Lucy, I think your phone... I think your phone is...
I'm sorry, Claire.
Whoa. Sorry, listeners, I'm suddenly feeling a bit... I don't know. Dazed and confused? Anyway, as I was saying, it's like the old adage says. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Asterisk, or they could just be an even worse enemy. Asterisk, asterisk, but I don't have many friends, so I'm really just kind of desperate right now. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Whoa. Deja vu. I was really hoping one of you would have called in by now with some insight on the blind watchers. Does anyone even care about this? Alright, fine. Let's focus on something you all do seem to care about. The Riftdale City subway system. A solution to Riftdale's traffic problem. Or is it? According to the promotional material the City Council released today, the subway system will go to a few key locations in the city, one of which being the construction site so many citizens found themselves at earlier today, with a central nexus in downtown Riftdale. It seems like it'll be fast and effective, cutting some longer commute times in half. It seems like a miracle. It seems too good to be true. After all, it's like the old adage says, miracles happen to those who believe in them. Asterisk, and I don't believe in them. Asterisk, asterisk, so therefore they don't happen. Riftdale projects like this take a lot of time, and even more money, and would require a mountain of paperwork from city officials. And yet, there's no paper trail to be found. The city's budget seems completely unaffected, and most importantly, does anyone remember any mention of this project before today? I mean, I vaguely remember mentions of a subway, but never about a project of this scale. Nevertheless, this subway system will apparently be open to the public in the coming weeks. Is this really meant to help alleviate traffic congestion? If so, why keep it a secret? Why hide news about the very thing citizens have been waiting for? I currently have 2 working theories for this, although I'm not sure about the first one. I'm not even sure it bears mentioning, but why not? My first theory is that it's just a cover-up for a much larger scheme that will or has already taken place. I know, that sounds like a long shot, but my second theory, now that's a theory I've put much more work into. This second theory is going to blow your mind. My second theory is going to make you question everything you know. I hope you're sitting down, listeners, because this theory, it might just knock you off your feet. My second theory is... Oh, it looks like we have our first caller. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting. Well, I'll just put any unfinished sentences that I was halfway through on hold. I'm sure you'd rather all hear from this caller. Caller 1, you are on the Why is my broadcasting equipment defaulting to titling you Caller 2?
What? Bitch, you haven't had any other callers yet. Your shit is, totally busted.
Yeah, I haven't had any other callers today.
Not a single caller.
Not a single one. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would remember.
Duh. I've been listening, and I totally remember that.
Well, anyway, Caller 2... I was doing air quotes there. What is it you had to report?
Oh my god, right! So, I know this show is, totally a joke and all.
No, it's not.
And I, totally love it. But, you better not get the subway closed. I am so excited not to have to drive through traffic.
Yes, I understand that. But don't you think it's a little suspicious that everyone so suddenly loves the
Or if someone would learn to drive, Becky.
Ma'am, if you would just listen to me, the subway can't be trusted.
Oh my god, Becky, you, totally know how to sweep a girl off her feet. Hey, radio guy, I gotta go. Starbucks has a new kind of roast they're introducing, burnt roast, and Becky is totally bribing me with one right now. Toodles!
No, don't hang up. Damn it. Listeners, do any of you care about any of this? The blind watchers, the sudden appearance of a complex underground subway system in our city, any of it? Riftdale, I'm going to find answers. I promise. I know you all think that I'm a joke, that this broadcast is a joke, but I promise you, I'll find the truth. Because you deserve the truth. Because if I don't find it, then who will? I suppose I'll end this broadcast here. I'm sorry I don't have better answers right now, Riftdale. I'm sorry that I sound like such a joke. I just need more time. But please, at the very least, promise me you won't forget what we talked about here today. Never forget.